Welcome to Timeless Hollywood, where we take a trip down memory lane and explore the iconic characters, their real names and how they've changed over the years. Today we're diving into the beloved 90s sitcom Seinfeld 1989, a show that forever changed television with its unique humor and unforgettable characters. In this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie Seinfeld changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1989, and what's with them now, in 2025. Now let's get started. Jerry Stiller as Frank Costanza. Born June 8, 1927. The late Jerry Stiller starred as George's cantankerous father, Frank, at the age of 62. Born in New York City in 1927, Stiller was perfect for the role of a well-seasoned New Yorker who's seen it all. But Stiller's career began long before Seinfeld. In 1954, he married fellow comedian and performer Ann Mira, and together they performed as the comedy duo Stiller and Mira throughout the 60s. Stiller appeared on The Mike Douglas Show and Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show, and also had roles in hit films like Airport 1975 and both Hairspray movies. The same year Seinfeld ended, Stiller landed another role as a father in a sitcom, portraying Arthur Spooner in the hit The King of Queens. The series ran from 1998 to 2007. And Stiller appeared in 206 episodes. Stiller is also known for being the father of actor Ben Stiller. He and Mira also shared a daughter, Amy. Stiller died of natural causes in 2020 at age 92. Estelle Harris as Estelle Costanza. Born April 22, 1928. Estelle Harris played Estelle Costanza at the age of 61, George's mom and Frank's wife. She's loud, quick-witted and full of hilarious one-liners. Born and raised in New York, Harris had a flourishing commercial career before joining the cast of Seinfeld. After Seinfeld, Harris became best known as a voice actor, most notably taking on the role of Mrs. Potato Head in the Toy Story franchise, as well as characters in shows like Dave the Barbarian, Fanboy and Chum Chum, and Jake and the Neverland Pirates. She also appeared on the Disney Channel series The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. In 1953, she married Cy Harris, and together they had 3 children. In 2022, Harris died at the age of 93. Liz Sheridan as Helen Seinfeld. Born April 10, 1929, Liz Sheridan played Helen Seinfeld at the age of 60, Jerry's mom who loved him more than anything, despite her constant nagging. On top of her role in Seinfeld, Sheridan also starred in the sci-fi sitcom Alf from 1986 to 1990 and appeared on shows like Kojak, The A-Team, and Cagney and Lacey. In 2000, the New York City-born actress also released a memoir, Dizzy and Jimmy, My Life with James Dean. In 2022, Sheridan died at age 93. Barney Martin as Morty Seinfeld. Born March 3, 1923, Barney Martin played Morty Seinfeld at the age of 66, Jerry's father who made a living selling raincoats. He also invented a beltless trench coat that he called the Executive, which ended up playing a prominent role in one of Seinfeld's iconic 2-part episodes. Before joining the entertainment industry, he served in the Navy during World War II and later became a detective. His first big break in entertainment came in 1968 when he starred in Mel Brooks's The Producers. He also created the role of Amos in the musical Chicago and starred in the show's 1975 Broadway premiere. Martin went on to appear in numerous series before landing his role on Seinfeld, including Night Court, Punky Brewster, and the original series 21 Jump Street. Martin died of cancer in 2005 at age 82. Jerry Seinfeld as Jerry Seinfeld. Born April 29, 1954, Jerry Seinfeld played a version of himself in the sitcom at the age of 35, starring as a mildly famous stand-up comedian who performed in comedy clubs around New York City. He had a loving but very eccentric group of friends. In real life, Seinfeld was born in New York City and was a very accomplished comedian before getting his own TV show. Early in his career, he performed alongside legends like Rodney Dangerfield and Larry David, who would eventually serve as writer, producer, and occasional actor for Seinfeld. After the show concluded in 1998, Seinfeld worked on various projects, including his first major film, 2007's B-Movie, where he not only starred as the lead character but also co-wrote the script and served as producer. The movie became a hit and grossed over $293 million. In 2012, Seinfeld started his own talk show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, where he picked up his comedian friends in various cool vintage cars and drove around, talking about show business and their personal lives. The show ran for 11 seasons, ending in 2019, and featured tons of stars, from Jay Leno to Tina Fey to Kristen Wiig and even Barack Obama. Seinfeld has been married to his wife Jessica Seinfeld since 1999 and the two share 3 children. Now he is 71. Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Elaine Bennis. Born January 13, 1961. Julia Louis-Dreyfus starred as Elaine Bennis at the age of 28. Seinfeld's friend and ex-girlfriend. The role landed the actress 7 consecutive Emmy nominations and 1 win between 1992 and 1998. Before joining Seinfeld in 1989, Louis-Dreyfus was already a massive name in comedy. Throughout much of the 90s, the actress spent her time starring in Seinfeld. Not only has the actress returned to SNL numerous times, but she's also had recurring roles on shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Simpsons and Arrested Development. She's best known for her starring roles in The New Adventures of Old Christine and Veep. Veep was a smash success and starred Louis-Dreyfus as a floundering American vice president constantly mired by hilarious setbacks and scandals. Throughout the show's run, it was nominated for a whopping 68 Emmy Awards, with Louis-Dreyfus scoring an impressive 14 nominations, ultimately winning 9 times for both acting and producing. The Seinfeld star is still acting, and in 2023 alone, she starred in numerous projects, including You Hurt My Feelings, You People, and the A24 film Tuesday. Louis-Dreyfus is also a mom and wife. In 1987, she married her former SNL co-star Brad Hall. The couple have 2 sons, Henry and Charlie, who are also actors. Now she is 64. Jason Alexander as George Costanza. Born September 23, 1959. Jason Alexander played George Costanza at the age of 30. Jerry's good friend who often got into relationships, and then was dumped soon after. Seinfeld was the 3rd sitcom Alexander starred in. After growing up in New Jersey, the actor appeared in 2 short-lived shows, E.R. and Everything's Relative, but it wasn't until Seinfeld that the actor achieved international recognition. Since Seinfeld's conclusion, Alexander has held recurring roles on shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Young Sheldon and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. On top of his television roles, he's also a prominent figure in the theater world. Alexander has starred in hit plays and musicals like Merrily We Roll Along, The Producers and Fish in the Dark. He's also directed numerous productions, including the play The Cottage, which is currently on Broadway and stars Laura Bell Bundy and Eric McCormick. Off-screen, Alexander has been married to actress and artist Dana Title since 1982. Title is a painter who has been hosting exhibitions of her work since 1997. The couple have 2 children. Now he is 56. Michael Richards as Cosmo Kramer. Born July 24, 1949. Los Angeles-born comedian Michael Richards played the iconic Cosmo Kramer, better known simply as Kramer, at the age of 40. Kramer was Jerry's neighbor who always found himself in Jerry's apartment. The character was inspired by co-creator David's real neighbor, stand-up comedian Kenny Kramer. Before Seinfeld, Richards was already working in the comedy space. On top of being a professional stand-up comedian, he also previously starred in the sketch series Fridays along with David and later had a recurring role on Saint Elsewhere. After his time on Seinfeld, Richards performed stand-up comedy. He's also had a few minor roles, appearing on Curb Your Enthusiasm a handful of times in 2009 and holding a recurring part in Kirstie Alley's short-lived sitcom Kirstie. In his personal life, Richards was married to Kathleen Lyons for 18 years. Before their divorce in 1992, they had a daughter, Sophia. In 2010, Richards married actress Beth Skipp and the couple have a son named Antonio. Now he is 76. Wayne Knight as Newman. Born August 7, 1955. Despite being only a supporting character, Wayne Knight's Newman remains one of the most iconic from the series. Newman lived down the hall from Jerry, and the two often had conflict, which was only worsened by Newman's constant participation in Kramer's wild schemes. Age: filming, 34 years old. Before joining the Seinfeld cast in 1992, Knight was already scoring supporting roles in films like Dirty Dancing and Basic Instinct. Because he was only a recurring character on Seinfeld, Knight also had time to film other popular projects while on the series. Most notable were his roles in Jurassic Park and Third Rock from the Sun. After Seinfeld concluded, Knight continued starring in series and films like Hot in Cleveland and The X's and voiced the Penguin in Harley Quinn. Knight married makeup artist Paula Suter in a 1996 ceremony at co-star Richard's house. But the couple divorced in 2003. 3 years later, Knight married film editor Claire Knight, with whom he shares one child. Now he is 70. Larry David as Various. Born July 2, 1947. Larry David helped create the original idea for Seinfeld and served as a writer, producer and actor throughout its tenure. David appeared in the show at numerous points as a passenger on an airplane, a character on TV, a passing pedestrian and more, but he's best known for voicing George's boss, George Steinbrenner, based on the very real Yankees owner. Age filming, 42 years old. Since his time on the show, the Brooklyn-born actor has become best known for his HBO comedy Curb Your Enthusiasm. The series premiered in 2000 and has aired 11 seasons, with a 12th season already greenlit by HBO. Between 2015 and 2020, David also became somewhat of a regular on Saturday Night Live, hosting the show twice and regularly returning to portray Bernie Sanders in various sketches. Off-screen, David is married to producer Ashley Underwood. The two met in 2017 at a birthday party for actor Sacha Baron Cohen and married in 2020. David also has two daughters, Cassie David and Romy David, whom he shares with his ex-wife Lori David. Now he is 78. Heidi Swedberg as Susan Ross. Born March 3, 1966. Heidi Swedberg played Susan at the age of 23, George's on-again, off-again girlfriend who eventually dies of licking toxic wedding invitation envelopes during their engagement. After making guest appearances for years on shows like and Gilmore Girls, Swedberg's main focus now is her music. She's been playing the ukulele since she was a child, and performs with the band Heidi Swedberg and the Suki Jump Band. Now she is 59. John O'Hurley as Jacopo Peterman. Born October 9, 1954. John O'Hurley played Jacopo Peterman at the age of 35. Founder of the J. Peterman Company and Elaine's boss for a period of time. He fires her at one point when she tests positive for opium due to eating poppy seed muffins. Peterman is based on real-life catalog and retail entrepreneur John Peterman. He's hosted the National Dog Show since 2002 and is a regular Game Show America host. Now he is 71.